All right, so it is past 4 o'clock on a Saturday. That means the Commanders have made some roster moves for tomorrow. You can, elevate guys until 4 o'clock on Saturday. So they have elevated a wide receiver. We're going to talk about that. Also going to talk about a question that I have for you. Do you guys think Bill is slowly being benched? Because I've been hearing some smoke about CROD, Chris Rodriguez Jr., and that he might actually get a lot of reps tomorrow. He might be starting tomorrow. And then I'll end it out with a little bit of the Trump Stadium talk. So we're going to talk about all that. Make sure you guys hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, first move is obviously the wide receiver elevation. So the Commanders elevated wide receiver Robbie Chosen to the active roster. They're always going to elevate a guy. Like when you don't have Terry McLaurin, they're always going to elevate a guy. Traylon Burks is on the active roster. So he's going automatically. He's playing. Robbie Chosen, I'm interested to see what he can do. I mean, he was the best wide receiver out there in the Cowboys game. Anything to give Marcus Mariota some help in this game will work for me. I'm fine with Robbie Chosen. I don't have a problem with him. But he's not going to do anything amazing tomorrow. I think the identity of this offense is still the run game. I still think they should try to make that the identity, but it has not been working. Marcus is going to pass the ball, and so hopefully Robbie Chosen gets some catches tomorrow, and we'll see what he can do ultimately. But he has been elevated from the practice squad. I don't believe there was any other moves made there. All right, so let's get to the the Bill talk. So, you guys saw Sunday night against Seattle. Chris Rodriguez Jr. was really good running the football, and whenever he gets in the game for this team, he's really good at running the ball. I mean, he's just like a spark off the bench that is really, really good. He's like that sixth man in basketball. Like whenever you put him in, he's going to make something happen, get the team juiced up, and he really did that. He really was really good in against Seattle, and I think that made this team realize something. I think that Chris Rodriguez Jr. might be the first running back on the field tomorrow, meaning he might be starting. I think with Bill, he kind of tries to bounce runs outside too much, and he doesn't just take the 5-yard run up the middle or to the clear lane. He tries to bounce it out for 25 to 30 yards, and I don't think this team necessarily likes that, and we've heard Cliff be all over about the run game. He says, whoever's doing good, we're going to play the most in that game. We don't have a designated plan for anyone, and so I think Chris Rodriguez Jr. starts in this game tomorrow because I think the Commanders are trying to run the ball up the middle tomorrow. I think that's going to be what they're going to try to do. And I mean, I told you guys a while ago, I liked Chris Rodriguez Jr. Heck, I told you in the offseason, I liked Chris Rodriguez Jr. I told you last offseason I liked him. And I told you last offseason, why doesn't this guy get more chances? I mean, in the Atlanta game last year against the Falcons, B-Rob couldn't do anything. None of the running backs could do anything. You throw your last hope in there of C-Rod, and he's able to do something. He's always bringing some kind of spark, and I really didn't understand why this team never put him in that much. And now we're seeing them start to realize that, okay, he could work for us, right, for these last few weeks of the season, 8 weeks of the season. I think you're going to see him first on the field tomorrow. Like, I think Bill will be benched. He's a rookie. He's a 7th round pick. He's not supposed to be all advanced. But I really admire Chris Rodriguez Jr. I mean, he was cut last year. Mid-year, he was cut. And picked right back up. He goes in at the Atlanta game and was to get to the playoffs, too. That was the game to get to the playoffs and just balls out. And, again, whenever they put him in the game, he just really shows what he can do. And he always stays working hard. He always is ready for the opportunity. Dan Quinn always says he's ready for the opportunity. He always says that. Even Chris Rodriguez Jr., I think his mom or his dad on X said, we'll be ready for the opportunity. They said that week 1. And, it's a running back by committee type of team. That's what this is. You don't have a dominant lead running back. Now we're hoping to get that someday, and that might be Bill. But for right now, it's a running back by committee team. And if you feel like C-Rod is your best option to go to tomorrow, then go to him. If you feel like he's the best guy you got for tomorrow, for what you're trying to establish, then go to him. Because again, I think they're trying to run the football up the middle, tough, hard, and physical. And that's what C-Rod brings. And again, I told you guys I liked him for the longest time. So I really like what C-Rod brings to the table for this football team. I think he'll be starting tomorrow. And again, this isn't to throw shade on Bill. I think Bill's been all right this season. But again, he does have to work on some things, and he'll watch the film and he'll get better this offseason. He'll work this offseason. He'll learn a lot of things that he has never learned this offseason about the way he runs. But I think right now, we're not trying to bounce runs outside. We're trying to establish a dominant physical run game and get back to what our identity was earlier in the year. I mean, earlier in the year, we were the best. I mean, one of the best running teams in the league, right? I mean, Bill was averaging like 6 yards a carry, and now it's down to like 4 or 3. So it's been really bad, to say the least. Yes, some of that is on the O-line, but most of it's on Bill for not taking the right lane. So, and I think CROD does that really good. We saw CROD in the preseason game versus the Bengals. I mean, what was it? Third play in that game? Huge run. Gets the drive going. Like, it's just like whenever you throw this guy in the game, he always shows up and is always ready for the opportunity. I think it's time that they recognize him, put him out there first tomorrow, give him some carries, see what he can do. And again, if he gets shut down tomorrow on the first 3 carries, keep feeding him. But if he ultimately can never do anything in the game, then just try your other running backs. All right, that's all you can do. And if nothing works, then nothing works, because nothing has been working the past few games. But I think to even have a chance in this game, we have to establish a dominant run game. So I don't know if Bill will be benched, but I think that's some smoke. I've heard some things. So let's finish this out with, and I made a video about this earlier, but I ultimately deleted it. I didn't feel like I should have made a whole video about this. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. Donald Trump obviously wants the Commanders to name the new stadium after his name. We got that report earlier today. I'm just at the point where it's like, leave us alone. Over the summer, it was like he demanded us to change our name back. And then now he's coming to our game. Now it's this report. It'll be fun to see him at the game tomorrow, whatever. But I don't really necessarily care to name the stadium about him. I've seen people say it would be cool, it would be sick. I disagree with that. I don't think it would be very cool at all. I'd rather have a sponsor name, which is probably ultimately what it's going to be. I'd rather have Pepsi Field than that. Pepsi, stadium. So I'd rather have that. But if they're going to name it Trump Stadium, whatever. I just want to play football. I just want to see them play football. So I did want to address that. And I've seen people say, "Oh, he's the president, so it's going to happen." Not necessarily. Ultimately, they might talk tomorrow, and Josh Harris will straighten this thing out. I think that's what will happen, probably. So, I don't really want to name that stadium after him. I think we should be in agreement with that. I don't think anybody wants to name the stadium after him. I don't know why he won't just leave us alone, but it is what it is, and we'll see him tomorrow, whatever. But, yeah, that was today's show. So, Robbie Chosen elevated from the practice squad. Be aware that you may see CROD on the field first tomorrow. Bill may be benched. I've heard some smoke around that. And then Trump obviously wants the team to name the new stadium after him. We already discussed that. So that's going to do it for me. If there's any breaking news, I'll cover it, but there shouldn't be. I'll see you guys for the post-game stream directly after the game tomorrow. But for right now, that's going to do it for me. Hail to the Washington Commanders, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy all these college football games. Enjoy the 1 o'clock games tomorrow. We play at 4:25. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, but line's only 8.5 in this game. So I don't know why, but line's only 8. So we'll see. We'll see what takes place. Good night.